Red, electric, serpent. Day 3 of the wave that we are in, and moving out of the lunar energy into the third energy, electric. And electric is dynamic, there's movement, instead of this polarity that is pushing away and restless and coming to a stalemate. A third energy comes in and bonds those two elements that were moving further and further apart into a dance, into a pattern. And then we lose track of who is 1, who's 2, who's 3, and it's just creation. So it's a bonding in service. So it's getting that expansion back on track into the direction of creation. And we are in the archetype of red serpent, which is the life force, the second chakra, the kundalini, and the survival instinct of the serpent energy, which is the reptilian brain. So it's this part of ourselves that is outside of time, actually, because reptilian brains have some sense of the future. Just as our body responds before our mind does, our conscious mind and our awareness, is because that part of us, that instinctive part of us, is actually outside of time, which is really interesting for us because we're always worrying about the future. But actually, if we were in our body, then we could listen, and our body is already in the future, already seeing how to take this next step safely. And that's why listening to the life force is an imperative, and one that we've lost. So the blue night is the unknown, and it's the life force is unknown. So it's an unknown for us to connect with the life force because we're so mind controlled, we're so mind controlling, and we have lost connection with the body. And this is a key to our awakening, to get back into our body, to really be in the temple of our soul, and the technology of this body that connects us with our soul, connects us with our superpowers, including this instinctive understanding of danger that is around us in the field, so that we can move out of the way of danger, which obviously is important. So if we knew we had that mechanism, then we would have no fear, and then we would have conquered this dark night of the soul, which is going into the unknown, because we don't worry about the unknown, because we know some part of us knows what's coming, and we're listening and guiding our way from our soul technology, this body, this instinct, this life force. And it's so amazing. I've been with the calendar for over 20 years now. It's amazing. And every day you can decode the glyph of the day in a million ways. There's just so many layers to this cosmology, which is so beautiful. And another layer is that the dream, we came in, we are the dream of ourselves, and the activation of the life force is encoded with the dream of ourselves, so that we can have that experience. So to reconnect with the life force, then we can remember the dream of our soul and allow the life force to take us towards it. Because if we're listening and the life force is encoded with the dream of our soul, we're only going to experience more flow. Everything will just flow. We won't be distracted by things we shouldn't be distracted by. We'll be tuned in, honed in to exactly where we need to be, when we need to be there, who is who in our lives, and what we're doing. And we won't have to second guess, because it's already there if we just learn how to listen. And so that's a aspect of this blue night and this electric serpent. So the dream activates the life force, and the same, that life force reactivates the dream. And we need a dream. You have to have a dream to have a dream come true. And perhaps many people, I know this from my clients, have given up on their dreams in a certain way, and their life force goes down. So we work on elevating the life force because the life force will reactivate the passion for the dream and give you the energy to fulfill that dream. And there's another aspect there in this blue night. There's a fear of activating the passion for the dream because people are afraid to want what they want, to feel the desire for something because they've taken on a belief that they can't have what they want, or that dreams don't come true, and all of these negative conditioning that we've had that suppressed the life force and disconnected the life force from the dream. And then we are slowly but surely losing the will to live, and our life force diminishes. But when we are activated in the life force and we're connected to the dream, then we can be fully participating with the fullness of our being in that creation.